Hello viewers, I am Mr. Dilip Kumar Pal. Still before you with a topic Raja Rammohan Roy on rights. This is observed in paper number 14 of 6th semester political science honors, and the name of the paper is Modern Indian Political Thought. I want to inform my viewers that in my channel about 400 videos are available covering courses of plus 2 first year political science, 2 plus 2 second year political science, and plus 3 first semester political science, 2 plus 3 6th semester political science, and many topics of environmental studies which is found in plus 3 first semester, which is common for plus 3 first semester arts, commerce and science students. If you want help from my channel for above classes, just write my channel name @Dilip Kumar Pal 9375 in Google, or any topic you want. You may write my name and the name of the topic in YouTube. You will get maximum videos of above classes. And those videos which are in Odia, be sure that its English versions are available. Its English version is available. And those videos which are in English, be sure that Odia videos are also available. I am preparing both Odia videos and English videos. And another thing I want to inform, that if you have subscribed my channel, all right, benefit will be yours. If those of your friends who are in above classes, like plus 2 first year to plus 2 second year political science, plus 3 first semester to 6th semester political honors and environmental studies, make them aware about this channel, so at least some students will be benefited. Be sure that you will give some help to some persons. In future, your help may come back to you. So, let us start. Raja Rammohan Roy's view on right. Raja Rammohan Roy, who was born in the year 1772 and died in the year 1833, was a great social reformer of India. About him, Miss Collett, a learned scholar, told Raja Rammohan Roy was a living bridge between the past of India and the present of India. About Raja Rammohan Roy, Miss Collett has told Raja Rammohan Roy was a living bridge between past of India and present of India. It means Raja Rammohan Roy in one hand praised the rich culture of India. Again, on the other hand, he wanted to introduce some new ideas in India. So he was described as a living bridge between past of India and future of India or present of India. He was described as an iconoclast. He was described as an iconoclast. It means he wanted some changes in traditional Indian ideas. He was not satisfied fully on all traditional ideas of India. He wanted some changes. He wanted some new things. He wanted to eliminate some old ideas from the Indian culture. So he was known as an iconoclast. Innovator of new age. Innovator of new age. He introduced some new ideas in Indian culture. Path maker of new civilization. He told about various new things. And many things else by many scholars. Was a great personality of Indian history. So Raja Rammohan Roy was not an ordinary person. He was described as a bridge between past of India, present of India, iconoclast, innovator of new age, pathmaker of new civilization, was a great personality of Indian history. No doubt he told about various new matters. Among his valuable ideas, his view on right is an important idea. He told about various new ideas. But among these, his idea on right was something exceptional. So what were the ideas of Raja Rammohan Roy on the concept right? Number one, view on necessity of rights for people. He viewed that rights are basic requirement for people for their progress. Deprival of rights of people means deprive them from the path of progress. His first idea on right was that he told that rights are basic requirements for people. Without rights, people cannot make progress. If people will be deprived from rights, it means they will be deprived from the path of progress. No rights, no progress. Number two, views on necessity of political rights or political or independence for a country. View on necessity of political rights or independence for a country. It means he views that just as for people, rights are necessary. In the same way, for every country, its political freedom or independence is necessary. He viewed that just as for every person, rights are necessary for his development. In a similar manner, for a country, its political freedom or independence is very much essential. Just as without rights, people cannot make progress. Without independence, a nation cannot make progress. Realizing this, he demanded independence of those countries which were under colonial rule, like Greece, Italy, and Latin American countries, which were under Turkey, Austria, and Spain, respectively. He also gave priority to Indian independence. Another view of Raja Rammohan Roy on right was that he was a strong supporter for political freedom or independence of a country. He felt that just as without rights, people cannot make development, in a similar manner, without political independence, without political freedom, without the right of a country to get freedom, a country cannot make development. So, as an Indian, he did not only demand for the independence of India, but also he demanded independence of those countries which were under colonial rule. He demanded independence of Greece, Italy, and Latin American countries which were under the control of Turkey, Austria, and Spain once over a time. So he viewed that political freedom or political right of a country is very much essential. Number 3, view on equal rights for men and women. He viewed that both men and women are equal. So they must be provided equal rights to make progress. Denial of rights to women is disrespectful to them. As they are equal, they must be entitled for equal rights. He demanded rights for both men and women. He viewed that both men and women are human beings. So they must be given equal rights. If only males will be given rights and females will not be given rights, it will be disrespect to women. So he argued strongly that both men and women are equal, so they must be given equal rights. Otherwise they cannot make progress. Number 4, view about right of widow in their husband's property. His view about rights of widow in their husband's property. In the ancient time and also during British rule, widows had no share in their husband's property. In the ancient time or during the British rule, widows were not given rights in their husband's property. As a result, they were leading a very miserable life. So, Raja Rammohan Roy demanded widows' right in their husband's property. He demanded strongly that widows must be given right in their husband's property. Number 5, views on women's right over parental property. During British rule or prior to that, women were not given any share from their parental property. Raja Rammohan Roy considered it as an injustice to women, so he argued to give 1/4 share from parental property to women. So what view he had about women's right in their parental property? During British rule or prior to that, women had no right in their parental property. So Raja Rammohan Roy viewed that it was an injustice to women. So he demanded that women should be given 1/4 share from the parental property. Then 6th, view on girls' right over education. During British rule or prior to that, girls were restricted to have education. They were forced to be within 4 walls of the house. So he opposed it strongly and demanded right of education for girls. What idea he had over right of girls over education? In ancient time or during British rule, girls had no right to have education. They were forced to be confined within the 4 walls of the house. So Raja Rammohan Roy demanded that girls must have right over education. They must be given education. So they must have right to equal education. 7, freedom for press. During British rule, freedoms were not given to press. During British rule, newspapers were not given any freedoms. With an idea that their freedom will be danger to government. During British rule, freedoms were not given to press, newspaper, with an idea that if they will be given freedom, it will be problem for the country. But he argued that freedom of press or free press will not nourish revolution, rather it will foil the revolution. He viewed that by giving freedom to press, it will not nourish or it will not give birth to revolution, rather it will control revolution or foil revolution. So he argued strongly to give freedom to press. So he viewed that newspapers or press must be given freedom or right. 8. View on right of farmers. When in 1793 Permanent Settlement Act was passed and a fixed amount was to be given by landowners to East India Company was mentioned, he argued to collect minimum rent from farmers by landlords all over India. By this, poor farmers will be benefited. In 1793, Permanent Settlement Act was passed in Bengal by then Viceroy Lord Cornwallis. On the basis of this act, it was mentioned that landlords should give a minimum amount of, landlords should give a fixed amount to British East India Company. But Raja Rammohan Roy viewed that no doubt landlords will give a fixed amount to the East India Company, but they should collect a minimum rent from the farmers. By this, farmers will be benefited. He argued strongly to collect a minimum rent from the farmers who will cultivate the land by the landlords. 9. Formation of Brahmo Samaj to achieve rights for people. Formation of Brahmo Samaj to achieve rights for people. In 1828, he formed an organization known as Brahma Sabha, and in 1828, he formed Brahma Sabha. In 1830, it became Brahmo Samaj, whose objective was to secure different type of rights for people, like widows' right in husband's property, women's right in parents' property, girls' right over education, and farmer right to give minimum rent to landlords. In 1828, he formed Brahmo Samaj, and in 1830, it came to be known as Brahmo Sabha, then Brahmo Samaj. In 1828, he formed Brahmo Sabha. In 1830, it came to be known as Brahmo Samaj, whose objective is to secure different type of rights for people, like girls' right over education, widows' right in their husband's property, women's right in their parental property, and right of farmers to give minimum rent for the land which they are cultivating for the landlords. So in this view, we have discussed that what were the views of Raja Rammohan Roy on right. We have discussed as many as 19 views of Raja Rammohan Roy on rights. Thank you, viewers. I want to inform that if you will watch the whiteboard, you can write your notes. If you will listen me, also you can write your notes. Thank you. Have a good day.